Corruption is one of the most serious crimes that directly affect development, public welfare, and public trust in government institutions. One of the sectors most vulnerable to corruption is education, due to its large budget allocation and its direct impact on the community. In Maluku province, allegation of corruption in the management of the 2023 Special Allocation Fund within the Department of Education and Culture have become a public concern. A total fund of 206 billion rupiah intended for the construction and improvement of educational facilities at the high school, vocational school, and special needs school levels is suspected to have been misused by certain individuals. This allegation prompted an investigation by the Special Criminal Investigation Directorate of the Maluku Regional Police. This case has drawn widespread attention as it involves several high-ranking officials in the provincial government and even implicates the family of a prominent political figure. In addition to state losses, the misuse of education funds also negatively impacts the future of the younger generation in the region. This case has drawn widespread attention as it involves several high-ranking officials in the provincial government and even implicates the family of a prominent political figure. In addition to state losses, the misuse of education funds also negatively impacts the future of the younger generation in the region. Therefore, a comprehensive review of this case is necessary to provide the public with a deeper understanding of the chronology, involved parties, and legal steps taken by law enforcement. This case involves the alleged corruption in the management of 2023 Special Allocation Fund in the Department of Education and Culture of Maluku Province. However, there are indications of misappropriation in planning, procurement, and implementation stage of these projects. Several individuals were involved or questioned in this case, including Insun Sangaji, former acting head of the Education and Culture Department of Maluku; Gesang Potle, head of the Bureau of Development Administration and Procurement of Goods or Service at the Maluku Provincial Secretariat; Ian Pelu, former head of the High School Division in the Education Department; several private contractors involved in the DAK project; Anissa, sister of former Maluku Governor Murad Ismail, whose name also appeared during the investigation. All these individuals have been questioned by Ditreskrimsus Polda Maluku as part of the ongoing investigation. The alleged irregularities began in 2022 when the Education Department submitted its work and budget plan to the Ministry of Education. The funds were disbursed and used in 2023. The investigation started in early 2024, and by December 2024, the police announced that the case will be elevated to the investigation phase by the end of the year. The alleged corruption occurred within the Department of Education and Culture of Maluku Province. The procurement processes were conducted via the Maluku Electronic Procurement Service platform, which allegedly involved non-transparent tender procedures and project implementation flaws. This case arose due to strong indication of abuse of power and public funds by individuals in key positions. Several reasons underscore the importance of this case. State financially loss amounting to hundreds of billions of rupiah. Misuse of education funds directly affecting students access to quality education, lack of effective supervision, allowing manipulation in planning, procurement, and reporting process. The Treskrimsus Polda Maluku launched an initial investigation by questioning various official and project contractors. The finding led to a plan for an official case presentation to assess whether the case will proceed to a formal investigation. The police emphasized their commitment to proceed objectively and fairly, regardless of political affiliation or social status. The next steps include evidence collection, summoning more witnesses, and potentially naming suspects once the legal elements are fulfilled. The alleged corruption in the management of 2023 Special Allocation Fund within the Department of Education and Culture of Maluku Province demonstrates the vulnerability of public funds in education sector. With a total fund of 206 billion rupiah allocated for dozens of projects, there are strong indications or irregularities and misuse of authority leading to the loss of public trust. This case has involved several high-ranking figures, including those linked to prominent political families, and has drawn serious attention from the community. As of late 2024, the police have announced that the case will be escalated to a formal investigation phase, reaffirming their commitment to transparency and justice.